Jason Gillespie's abrupt ending to his Pakistan coaching career when he was part of their test team setup was not exactly surprising, given there's always been something of a musical chairs around the Pakistan job. But the fact that someone that reputed was willing to work with the Pakistan team and then ended up resigning so abruptly did end up shocking a lot of people, given that Pakistan was seen as something of a coup for them to have him in the coaching role in the first place. But why exactly did his tenure unravel at the speed that it did? He revealed that and some more things during a recent Q&A session on X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. And it wasn't just things he revealed about Pakistan, but also some interesting thoughts about whether or not he'd want to be coaching the Indian national team. First, though, let's focus on what it is that he had to say about why his Pakistan career ended as abruptly as it did. This is what he had to say when asked. He said that, look, I was coaching the Pakistan test side and the PCV sacked our senior assistant coach with zero communication with me about it. As head coach, I found the situation completely unacceptable. There were a number of other issues which left me completely humiliated. So it isn't just one issue. The one major issue which he points out as a breaking point of sorts was the fact that his assistant, a senior assistant coach, was sacked with zero communication with him, something he found unacceptable. But he also points out that there were a large number of issues that he had which left him completely humiliated and which left him with no choice but to eventually leave his post. However, this wasn't the only thing. He also revealed very interestingly that he does still keep in touch with certain members of the team. This is what he had to say. He said that, look, I really loved working with the players and I still have regular contact with a number of the lads. Sadly, politics and egos got in the way. Politics and egos. A tale as familiar as time when it comes to subcontinental cricket, because we've seen it happen sometimes even in India. Obviously, in Pakistan, we know there's far more direct government control. It's happened in other states as well. You've had it in Bangladesh, you've had it in Sri Lanka. There's been numerous issues when it comes to the entire cricketing ecosystem being governed by politicians. But the one very interesting thing which really came about was that someone said that, look, why don't you go and coach in India? They really need you. And his response was simple and curt. He said, no thanks. Oof. That is a rejection if there ever was one, although many people would wonder if the Indian team were even looking out for a head coach at this point in time. Now, obviously, there'll be people who say that, yes, Gautam Gambhir's results haven't been impressive, but he's been given a vote of confidence by not one, but two members of the current BCCI dispensation publicly. So there is no hopes, and even if there were any, it seems like Gillespie is unlikely to be heading there for that, because he very curtly said, no thanks, I'm not going to go to India to be the head coach. Maybe he feels that the politics here would be just as bad, if not worse. But it's very interesting to see that he's not even considered it, because normally a lot of people see that the India coach is something of a dream job. However, doesn't seem that way for Gillespie. But what are your thoughts on his PCB turmoil as well as his thoughts on becoming India coach? Let us know that in the comments below. And don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us on social media too. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.